Welcome back to Kaleidoscope. Always good to have you with us. As you well know, or should know, Cleveland is hosting the Republican National Convention in the month of July. And during that time, there are going to be some changes in how to pay traffic tickets. The Clerk of Courts for the City of Cleveland, Cleveland Municipal Court, Earle Turner, is here to talk about that. Good to see you, Mr. Clerk of Courts, Earle Turner.
Leon, it's always good to be on your show. This is one of the most popular shows, you know, in the county, and people really look forward to it. And I just enjoy coming and having this conversation with you.
Well, we appreciate people watching and appreciate your being here as well. Now, we're getting ready for, and you handle the traffic tickets inside the city of Cleveland as the Clerk of Courts.
Yes, that's correct. We handle moving violations and parking and towing, releasing of the vehicles. In the city of Cleveland.
So we got the big Republican National Convention coming up in the month of July, several days in July. You're making a change. What kind of change are you making?
Well, because of the complexity of the convention and the streets that will be cut off, that will be announced at a later date, we're trying to do everything we can to encourage our customers not to come downtown if they don't have to. But we will still be open. We will still be open 24 hours, 7 days a week. For our normal operations. Yeah. But we're trying to encourage our customers to go someplace else. So during that time period, we have shifted. If you would like to pay moving violations, we're moving it to our one-stop shop, which is located at 3040 Quigley Road. It's close to Steelyard Commons in that area. So we don't want people to come downtown and be caught with all the traffic. Streets are going to be cut off.
Security is going to be,
there's going to be security.
It's going to be everywhere because of around the convention center and spreading out for a good distance.
That's correct. And so we're trying to say to people, go over to the one stop if you have to. We first would encourage you to use our online services because all of our services are online. You can pay online for both moving violations and parking tickets. The only time you can't pay online is if your offense is not waivable. Yeah. And so, but we're set up there to handle you so that you don't have to come to the Justice Center. You know, most people don't like to come to the Justice Center anyways because they're scared.
It's usually a situation.
But we try to encourage people even, you know, to understand that it's better to take care of it than not to take care of it because it only gets worse.
And you can write a check, of course, and send it through the Postal Service mail. Yes. Right? You can always do that.
Yes, you can always still write a check, although there's not many people writing checks anymore.
Yeah. Well, I still got a check here, too. I still write a check here and there.
The only check I write, Leon, is actually the church. I write 4 checks a month, and they're actually to my church.
As the church says, God bless you, son. God bless you for what you do. No, so do I. So do I. We're getting up there, and so I still write checks here and there. You've got something called In the Neighborhood program. What's that?
Well, we started In the Neighborhood. It's going into its 8th year, and it's changed. Each year, originally when we started in Dave's supermarket, parking lots. We started in vacant lots. Well, we wanted to come out of the Justice Center because so many people told me, I'm not coming down. You know, and people would tell me, Mr. Turner, I'd say, why don't you come to the Justice Center? And they would say, Mr. Turner, do you understand what happens at the Justice Center? Yeah. And so they were scared to come down. And so we started In the Neighborhood. So we actually take my office in the neighborhood. Now we're at different churches. We started originally, the first location every year is at the Word Church. We go then to the Mega Church. We're going to the Prince Hall, Masonic Lodge, which is located on Kinsman.
Now, what would they be coming to your office for? What are we talking about?
Most of these people have, they have either a warrant for their arrest because they failed to take care of, handle their business during the time that their violations were issued. Many times, people have so many problems in life. Maybe they can't afford it, they've lost their job at the time. And so our program is designed to get them back into court. But what we've done, Leon, because we found that so many of those people had multiple offenses. They might have one, because what happens is you get a ticket in Cleveland and your license gets suspended, they keep on driving, then they get caught in Shaker, they get caught all over the place. So we've been able to get other suburbs to join into our In the Neighborhood program. We actually have Bedford, Berea, Cleveland Heights, East Cleveland, Parma, Rocky River, Shaker, and South Euclid. And so when people come to our program, we can now give them documents to go to the other court to get their lives back in order.
And they can take care of that business. They can
It's a
straighten
holistic
things
approach.
out.
We also have juvenile court there because people have problems with juvenile court. We have child support there to try to get their situations clean with child support. We also have jobs and family services there. So we look at it as not just Cleveland Municipal Court, it's a holistic approach. We have an employment agency there, and so it's a complete program now to help people. And Leon, what's good about the program, we can guide them from court to get all their problems resolved. And once they get their problems resolved, they can go to the BMV, and for $50, they can get their driver's license
Now,
back.
they can get more information by getting online, right? And if they go online, cmcoh.org.
That's correct.
cmcoh.org. We've got that at the bottom of the screen. Or if they telephone your office, you can give them a direct, because you've got so many locations. 216-664-6106. And that way they don't have to get into the Justice Center itself.
Actually, that's Obie Shelton's phone number, and he's the director of In the Neighborhood, so I encourage everybody to call him.
Call Obie Shelton, my good friend Obie Shelton.
Yes.
Longtime television journalist, now
Yes.
working for Earle Turner for the last, many years.
Many years now.
Good to see you, Earle. Thank
Leon,
you.
it's always good to be on your show.
Always good to have you on the broadcast, and we will pay our parking tickets promptly, and we'll do it the right way. And
I'm not the parking ticket man. I'm just Earle Turner.
We'll try not to get parking tickets. That's hard to do sometimes, so many thanks though for being on the broadcast. I'll be right back in just a moment. We're going to talk about reducing academic barriers for youth. This is Kaleidoscope. Back shortly.